All right, I'll go first here. I'll go with my best bet. Boston College plus 2.5 at Syracuse. Syracuse is dead. I don't know what happened to this team.
This is a Friday night game.
Friday night game. They are averaging 8.5 points per game in conference play. They have put up 2 touchdowns in the month of October. and they are allowing 38 points per game in conference play. Now they see this Boston College team, the top rushing team in the ACC, 214 yards per game, playing a Syracuse team that is giving up 210 rushing yards per game. I mentioned earlier, Syracuse outrushed 318-0 against Virginia Tech last week. They have rolled over and died. And Boston College playing really competent football. Castellanos was banged up last week. Reports have been good on him. And even if he is limited running the football, the running backs are more than fine to carry the load if he's got to stay in the pocket. Syracuse is 0-8 ATS coming off a loss in the last 2 seasons. And I think you have to really question the strength of schedule for Syracuse. They beat an FCS team to start the season. Their other 3 opponents are a combined 7-18 on the season. I think this is the wrong team favored. Boston College is better than Syracuse, particularly the way they're playing right now. Mm-hmm. Both teams playing on opposite ends of the spectrum right now. Give me Boston College plus 2.5 at Syracuse.
All right, my first best bet, and this number has gone down, but it still hasn't gone down enough. And that's the under 31.5 between Army and Air Force. This game will be played in Denver at Mile High Stadium, so It's not going to be in Colorado Springs. This game is in Denver. Since 2005, unders in Service Academy games 44-10-1. Since 2012, 29-3-1, and since 2018, 13-1-1 between Service Academy games, including 1-0 this season. In the past 9 games between Army and Air Force, they've combined for 31 or fewer points in 7 of them.
Yeah, and one of those 2 that went over was an overtime game.
Yeah, 35 points.
Yeah.
And 43 points in the 2 overs. Air Force top 50 in pretty much every defensive category: red zone defense, total defense, points allowed, third down percentage. They also, if you want, you look at specific numbers, 237.9 yards per game. And Army is 24th in time of possession. Air Force is first in time of possession.
It's a grind.
Both of these teams are going to look to control the clock. Army, offensively, 100th or worse in third down percentage, total yards, passing offense, red zone offense. They're not scoring.
Yeah.
Army's not scoring. I like Air Force actually laying the 19. It's just such a huge number.
Yeah, that's crazy. In a 31 total, that's crazy.
Yeah. Like if it was the same number that it was the 10.5 that we got against Navy, I'd take it, right?
Yeah, you can't do that.
Air Force looking to get the Commander-in-Chief trophy for the 2nd straight season. This game's going under 31.5 because Army's not going to score. Both teams are going to grind it out. Played at elevation up in Denver. It's going to be cold. It's going to be a physical game. These rivalry games are important. The Commander-in-Chief trophy on the line, like I said. Give me the under 31.5 Air Force Army.
I like this as well. Air Force had kind of a phony final last week. They covered against Colorado State. They probably shouldn't have. They were outstatted by Colorado State last week. And Army, again, was a best bet loser for me. Loser on our contest as well. They were down 13-0 before they decided to put Bryson Daly in at quarterback. That was my whole handicap. Was I got information that Bryson Daly was going to play. Champ Harris comes out to start. He sucks. He's bad. They get down 13-0 and they say, "Okay, you're in, Daly." Guess what? He was bad too. I mean, it was just the Army offense is just they suck. And like you said, the stats every year. I mean, if you're playing Service Academy overs, I don't even know. I can't imagine how much money you're down right now if you're playing the over every year. So I like your best bet here as well.